Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is match number 6, the final match of the weekend. And it is a big one, a rematch of yesterday morning's very first match, an all Tier 1 Classic Central Division rivalry battle between the reigning champions, the Chicago Icemen, and the hosts, Indiana's Team Pineapple. My name is Rob St. Clair. Thanks very much for tuning in live on the VLA YouTube channel. It's been a great weekend of matches, some unbelievable results, some great plays. And we're ready to cap it off to start the 2022 season. Already a lot of storylines that can be pulled from these matches. There's Chicago's Sweed, a Tier 2 team, beating Team Pineapple 3-0 in the match just before this. That is a huge deal. There's the Icemen being perfect so far in their title defense. And there's the Icemen Pineapple head-to-head that will determine significantly which one of them wins the Central Division and advances immediately to the VLA championships at the end of the season. So a lot to get to with this. Really looking forward to the match. Warm-ups are just about over. We'll get the starting lineups introduced and get right to the match in just a moment. Before we get to the lineup, here's a look at yesterday's results. Icemen 3-0 Pineapple, first match of the weekend. Earlier today, the Icemen beat Sweed 3-1. Sweed then beat Team Pineapple in a very surprising and rather historic sweep. And this will finish out the weekend on what we hope to be a very high note. Now we will address the fans here on hand at the MLK Challenge in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And we'll meet the starting lineups. First serve in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an awesome weekend of Volleyball League of America regular season action, and we are closing it off with a big one. The reigning champions, the Chicago Icemen, travel to Fort Wayne to take on the home team, Indiana's Team Pineapple, in the iconic green, the Icemen in the white with the ice blue pinstripes. Unbelievable looking jerseys, by the way. And I think we've got a couple more Mikasa volleyball keychains to give to the crowd. So if you're here watching and you want a keychain, make some noise. Let's meet the two teams. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, let's meet the starting lineups first. What I guess would be the visitors, the Chicago Icemen, in white with the ice blue stripes. A 6'1" setter from the Ohio State University, number 5, Sunil Thomas. A 6'8" opposite from Carthage College, number 13, Griffin Shields. A 6'6" outside hitter from Lindenwood University, number 4, Kyle Overby. A 6'2" outside hitter from Carthage College, number 88, Will Kraft. A 6'7" middle blocker from George Mason University, number 14, Peter Dabrowski. A 6'9" middle blocker from Boston College, number 18, Brandon Poindexter. And a 6' libero from Loyola University Chicago, number 1, Peter Jasitis. The Icemen are managed by Tim Faulkner. And for the home team, Indiana's Team Pineapple, a 6'2" setter from McKendree University, number 10, Pasquale Fiducia. A 6'3" opposite from Lord's University, number 8, Evan Giebert. A 6'4" outside hitter from IPFW, number 4, Tony Price. A 6'8" outside hitter from Michigan State University, number 13, Kyle Ratty. A 6'5" middle blocker from Cardinal Stritch University, number 7, Connor O'Ryan. A 6'9" middle blocker from Lise McRae University, number 17, Matt Harpenow. And a 6' libero from IPFW, number 2, Sean Dryden. Team Pineapple's coached by Lauren Giebert, managed by Ron Clark. Our officials are Luis Ventura and Dave Sines. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, time for the final match of the weekend. The Chicago Icemen, a perfect 3-0 so far, although they needed 5 sets to beat Sweed yesterday. Beat Sweed in 4 sets this morning. Pineapple 1 and 2 on the weekend so far. Their one win came yesterday afternoon, beating Sweed in 3 straight sets. This would be enormous, absolutely enormous, if Team Pineapple were to be able to win this match. If Chicago, the Icemen go undefeated on this weekend, Pineapple might have too high of a mountain to climb to ever catch up in the division, but we will see. It is time. Team Pineapple on the near side, Pasquale Fiducia serving first. Immediately, joust play won by Sunil Thomas. Back on the Pineapple side, block is covered. Free ball here for Chicago. Kraft high into the hands. What a dig by Dryden. Good stab by Jasitis. Out of system swing coming here from Kraft. Down the line and absolutely perfect. What a shot by Will Kraft, number 88 in white. Somehow finding some space down the line. And the Icemen on the board first. Sunil Thomas, an absolutely lethal server, the national champion setter from Ohio State University. Number 5 in white, serving for Chicago. Oh, that might be an ace serve right there. Yes, it is. Right on cue. Sunil Thomas bringing the heat off of Ratty's hands, and that's a good spot to target in Indiana's rotation 1 receive. Kyle Ratty, the front row outside hitter, passing and hitting on the right side in this rotation only. Here's Thomas again. That might be an ace as well. Yes, it is. What a start for Chicago. A side out on a wacky rally, and then 2 straight aces from Sunil Thomas. That time he beat Sean Dryden, and that is an achievement in and of itself. Thomas again. 3-0 Icemen here early on in the first. Well read there by Dryden off the tape. Jeebert on the left side, tipped over the top of the block and down, and that's absolutely perfect by number 8 in green. Just out of the outstretched fingertips of a very big Icemen block. And Evan Jeebert can play both pins, playing opposite in this match, but good on the left side there in rotation 1 with Team Pineapple's first point. This is Griffin Shields on the left side in rotation 1, the Chicago opposite. He's blocked but covered. Kraft dug by Ratty. Price off the edge of the block and out of bounds. And Tony Price, number 4 in green, who had a really good match despite the loss against Chicago's Sweed earlier, with his first kill of this one. Price, number 4 in green, out of IPFW, a hometown Fort Wayne kid. Kraft on the right side on the inside ball, jams it through the block of Team Pineapple and down on their side. Chicago gets out of rotation 1, and Kraft heads back to the service line. The creativity from the Chicago team this morning against Sweed was absolutely just amazing to watch. Thomas, their brilliant setter. Kraft, left side, right side, pipe, whatever. Their offense is just a work of art. Quick ball there, and absolutely slammed back to the floor by Brandon Poindexter. Number 18 in white, 6'9", out of Boston College. A true force at the net at the middle blocker position, and you've got to hit that ball or tap that ball pretty high to get it over that man. 5 serving 2, good start for Chicago. Tough pass. Shank pass by Tony Price, and another ace serve, this time for Will Kraft on the floater. That was pretty nasty. Had that beautiful knuckling action that you love to see in a float serve, and a great start for the Icemen. Pineapple, a very thin roster this weekend, and they played a match just before this against Sweed. Energy could very well be an issue for them. They've played a lot of volleyball this weekend. Chicago a little bit deeper on the bench. Some of these guys got a break this morning. That's a better pass by Price. One-handed set from Fiducia to Harpenow, but he misses it out of bounds long. Pasquale Fiducia, number 10 in green, hoping to be the next great Team Pineapple setter, taking the reins from the legendary Lloyd Ball. He's run a very good offense this weekend, a physical setter, but even only about 6'2". This is Jeebert on the right side against 2 blockers. Cross court dug by Sunil Thomas. Jasitis to Shields over the top. Price in transition. Threw some seam in the block, but dug by Jasitis again. Free ball here, handled by Dryden. Jeebert on the right side, tipped over the top. Jasitis again makes the defensive play. Poindexter in transition out of the middle. Through a gap in the block into the floor in front of Dryden. What a start. It's 8. It's 8-2. It's 8 to 2 the score. Kraft continuing to serve at Price. Better pass that time. Off the edge of the block of Shields and out of bounds. Good run there from Price. Transition from pass to attack, and Kraft's probably going to target him, especially with that nice flat 5-to-5 float serve. Good run there for Chicago. Pineapple now with work to do to get back into it. Shields on the right side, down the line. What a dig by Harpenau. But then slapped to the floor by Poindexter on the overpass. That was a brilliant dig by Matt Harpenau in position 5, the middle blocker after he served. But unfortunately on a platter for the big Chicago middle blocker who goes back to serve now. 9 serving 3, a very good start. That's less good. That ball served well out of bounds. But a good start for Chicago, trying to complete the perfect weekend. Here's Evan Gebert, a true Pineapple born and bred player. His father, Lauren or LJ, the coach of this Team Pineapple squad. That's an incredible play by Dryden, but unfortunately a net violation by Indiana negates that defensive effort. Dryden can't believe it. He's wondering which of his guys touched the net. Chicago takes that point on the net violation. Griffin Shields, number 13 in white and ice blue, back to serve for Chicago, their opposite. Ball served comfortably out of bounds, well watched by Ratty, but already a very quick 5-point deficit for Indiana, trying to figure out how to score some points on serve. Let's see what they can do against Chicago's rotation 4 receives. Sunil Thomas, the front row setter. But a stray volleyball on the court there will have us reset things. Overby cross court through the block and down, and Kyle Overby, number 4 in white, with his first point of this match. He got a break this morning as well, so he's coming in fresh. Kyle, the MVP of yesterday evening's match between the Icemen and Sweed. Good put away there by Kyle Ratty, number 13 in green, the outside hitter out of Michigan State. Kyle made a point to make sure I knew that he's the oldest player in the gym this weekend at 36. So shout outs to Kyle doing it at this high of a level for his age. Also a very good beach player. Kraft absolutely destroyed. Quick tempo ball on the left side. And a beautiful delivery from Sunil Thomas again. That connection from Thomas to Kraft is so special. And it's really even in its infancy. The two only played one tournament together last year, which was the VLA Cup, where the Icemen finished 3rd. Oh, good set there from Fiducia to Harpenau. Thomas able to keep it alive. Free ball here for Indiana. Harpenau crossbody. Great repeat set there by Fiducia. Pineapple back within 5 once again, 7-12, the correct score. That ball handcuffs Overby a little bit. Kraft against 3 blockers on the right side. Smart tip over the top. Gebert taps it back over on 1, and Poindexter just misses it out of bounds. So a smart off speed choice there from Will Kraft, but unfortunately it does not pay off, as Gebert landed after blocking and tapped it back to the Icemen's side. 8 serving 12. Poindexter rejected by Matt Harpenau. Matty Ice with the block against the Icemen. That's been a fun battle for these couple matches. Harpenau against Poindexter. They've gotten each other a handful of times each. 9 serving 12. Fiducia and Team Pineapple right back into it. Kraft again, absolutely crushed. Sharp cross court against a single block of Kyle Ratty. And really, when they run the ball, when they run that offense that fast, there's literally nothing the Indiana middle blockers can do. You're going to have one-on-ones all match long, and that's if they can pass the ball well enough, which they did right there. Chicago's offense is so dynamic. All facilitated by this man, Sunil Thomas, who's pretty darn good from the service line as well, but not that time. Ratty for Team Pineapple against Chicago's rotation 1 receive. Poindexter out of the middle, dug by Ratty, but couldn't be controlled. Good start for Brandon Poindexter of Chicago, despite being blocked once. He's got a couple blocks, a kill or two already. I love how Sunil Thomas is able to find his middles from not just the perfect position on the court, which is true of really every setter at the VLA level. Kraft serving again. This was the big run that got Chicago their early lead, and another bad pass kept alive by Gebert, but not for long. That's effectively an ace serve there for Will Kraft once again, beating Tony Price. And the concept of service pressure, not all about just hitting the ball as hard as you can, but that nasty, like knuckling float serve is just as effective. Kraft winning that one-on-one battle with Price there. Dryden stepping in front of him to pass that ball. Shields, good block touch, but kept alive on the Indiana side. Another big-time stuff block for Chicago. Nowhere for Price to go. Looked like Poindexter and Shields both got a piece of that one. And the Chicago lead is back up to 6, 16-10. Very good rotation here for Chicago, and it's not even having to target that stack of Indiana players in position 2. That's a good pass from Dryden. Price crushed cross court, and even a diving Jositis could not make that play. Here is Harpenow, the Cincinnati native, a long-time Team Pineapple middle blocker. Very familiar with this matchup, to say the least. A pretty good jump spin server from the middle blocker position. That one handled a little tight from Jositis. What a set by Sunil Thomas. Unbelievable athleticism to get up and grab that ball with 2 hands, dish it to the right to Griffin Shields, who puts it away through the block and down, and 17-11, the Chicago lead. Good pass there by Ratty. Ratty out of the back row, a little bit late to that ball, slowed down by the block. Here's Overby with an system swing, dug by Ratty again. Price dug by Poindexter, but right on the net for Orion of Team Pineapple. And number 7 in green, Connor Orion, their other middle blocker, with that kill on the overpass. Here's Gebert at the opposite slot in this configuration for Team Pineapple, a very good server. Hammered right on cue. Kraft somehow keeps it alive. I'm not sure if that ball was touched. The call is that yes, it was. Overby down the line, dug by Gebert. Price high off the inside hand of the triple block and out of play. That is a really good swing by number 4 in green, Tony Price, against a 3-man block. He knew exactly where to go to get the deflection out of bounds that he was looking for. Gebert again. Good swing there from Shields off the high fingertips of the block. Might have caught a piece of the court as well. Nice smooth side out there from Chicago, and you may have just noticed a large gray hooded figure sitting down on the Team Pineapple bench. That is none other than Loy Ball. He's got a lot of different roles in this event, but hanging out on his VLA team's bench right about now. Oh, that almost was an unbelievable block by Overby, but Gebert finds just enough space down the line to not get put on the highlight reel. Team Pineapple back within 4. See what Coach Loy Ball can contribute to his team now that he's on the bench. If anything, the one thing that we know for sure is that he will not be subbing himself in. This is Pasquale Fiducia's team now at the setter position. Perfect pass there by Overby. Pipe attack to Kraft. But reaching over the net was the call against Indiana. That is very interesting. Fiducia wants to get some clarity on this. The call is that Ratty went up and touched the ball as Thomas was trying to set it, and the ball was entirely on the Chicago side, which I would be very surprised if that was the case. So I think Chicago's going to keep that point. It's we do not have any challenge sort of system in place, so the best Indiana could do is argue for a replay, which they will not get. 19-14 the score. And Ratty is really letting our officials hear about this. Overby serving again. Just out of bounds off the tape and wide. Ratty thought he might have been beaten, but luckily for Team Pineapple, that got enough of the tape to send it out of bounds. Orion back to serve. Good pass there by Overby. Crapped on the left side. Deep cross court. What a dig by Orion. Into the ceiling and immediately out of bounds. That is the VLA rule regarding the ceiling. A lot of places in the United States, you play if the ball hits the ceiling and stays on your side, it's still in play. Not here at the professional level. If we're in a gym with high enough ceilings, the ball hits the ceiling, it's immediately out of bounds off the last team to touch it. Although that was an awesome dig by Orion. Shields out of the back row in transition, slowed down by the block, but couldn't be run down by Tony Price, his coach LJ Gebert, telling him to set up his positioning deeper, even outside the court in position 6, to run down those sorts of touches. And a 6-point lead here for Chicago, looking good in the first set, will trigger a Team Pineapple timeout. Let me know in the YouTube chat, the live chat, who you're rooting for, where you're watching from, what you've thought of the weekend of volleyball so far. I'm reading the chat. I can see your guys' comments. Make sure you're subscribed here to the YouTube channel if you're not already. There's a big bright red subscribe button. It's free. You can't miss it. And check out all the links in the description for the website, our Instagram, Facebook page, all of these various places where you can follow what the VLA is up to and learn a lot more detail about the volleyball you're seeing on the court right now. (21-15), the Chicago lead. Peter Dabrowski, middle blocker, serving out of the timeout. Price out of the back row. Steps on the 10-foot or 3-meter attack line on his way to jump to attack that ball, which you cannot do, and that negates a pretty good-looking run. We've seen Price make that mistake a couple times this weekend. But still, I want to see Fiducia go right back to that play. Might do so next time the pass is good enough. Ratty rolled over the block. Dabrowski, the middle blocker, makes the play, but sends it out of bounds. That's a good choice there by Ratty with no libero on the floor for Chicago. Oh, Dave Hancock checking in. Hey, Dave. Icemen middle blocker playing professionally in the Czech Republic right now. Dave, we're excited to get you back after your season's over, buddy. You're going to look good in these threads, as just about anybody does. Serve just out of bounds there from Fiducia. Yeah, shout-outs to Novice Clothing Company, our new apparel provider for the VLA. These two teams look absolutely unbelievable, and you might not even be able to see it on camera. They look even better in real life. The Icemen got the subtle, like, blue pinstripes across the jerseys, the pineapple iconic green. They look great. So shout-outs to Novice. We appreciate their support. 23-16, a pretty good performance here by the Icemen in the first. Thomas almost with another ace serve, but that one just barely out of bounds long. Ratty misses that float serve short. And 24-17 now the score. Will Kraft serving for the match in one of Chicago's very best point scoring rotations on serve, and they might get a free ball right here. Wow, not if Evan Gebert has anything to say about it. What a ridiculous swing in a seriously out of system situation. That was crazy. Great bump set as well. I think it was Ratty. No, maybe Tony Price had chased that ball down, flung it out to the right side, and Gebert with the highlight reel play right there. 18-24, excuse me. Another set point for the Icemen. Overby deep cross court, dug by Harpenau, but out of bounds. And that is it. 25-18, a pretty convincing performance for the Chicago Icemen. They're on the board first here in this final match of the weekend. Teams will change sides. And we'll be right back with more VLA regular season action in just a couple minutes with set 2. Don't go anywhere. Hey everyone, Rob here. Thanks for watching. This weekend's been incredible. We've seen just a little bit of everything. A couple like dominant things that stand out for me are how good the Chicago Icemen have looked. I know this isn't even their full roster. They're going to even get better throughout this year. But having Sunil Thomas and having Griffin Shields at a tournament like this is such a luxury for them, and those guys aren't going anywhere. You can expect them at every Icemen event this year, and those two players just bring such a level of professionalism, experience, firepower. It's awesome to see these guys play together. And then Team Pineapple struggling a little bit. They need more depth. They need more options. These are grueling tournaments. 4 matches in 2 days is a lot, and got to construct your roster accordingly to give some of your guys a break. They lost to Chicago's Sweed earlier today, and Sweed had just a lot more players on the bench than them. Now, Sweed was unbelievable in that match. I will take nothing away from the game that they played. But fatigue a factor here for Team Pineapple. Curious to see where they go the rest of this match. Set number 2 about to get underway. Let's get to it. Thomas serving for Chicago on the near side of your screen to get set number 2 underway. Chicago took the first, 25-18. Cuts that one short. Absolutely perfect serving. What a change of pace by Sunil Thomas. An absolute beauty of a cut short serve. Cleanly to the floor, not even a touch on it by Team Pineapple. Great choice. Great choice. Let's see if he brings the fire this time. Lights up Ratty that time, right on the net, handled by Poindexter. Shield, sharp cross court off the defense and out of play. Good ball control there by Brandon Poindexter. choosing not to go up and hit that overpass, but set it and start the free ball offense for Chicago. Great serving from Thomas again. Goes after that one, trying to work it back to Dryden in position 1, but misses it short. Very good start for the Chicago Icemen to grab 2 points on serve like that. Dave asking in the chat, how many games has Sunil started with an ace? A lot. And there have been just as many that he has finished with an ace, and many aces in between. Dude is lethal from the service line. Here's Pasquale Fiducia, his setting counterpart for Team Pineapple. What a beautiful set by Thomas, but an even better block by Ratty. Pinballed around back to the Chicago side. Shields with not a system swing is dug by Price. Ratty, sharp cross court inside the block off Jositis and out of play. What a point for Team Pineapple that they very desperately needed. Great blocking and then transition attack from Kyle Ratty there. Again, he wanted me to shout out the fact that he's 36. He's the oldest player on either team. Balling out this weekend in every match. Fiducia again. Ooh, Poindexter handles the first ball. Kraft on the right side over the top of the block is dug by Price. That's a big time block. Brandon Poindexter did not like the fact that he was served on that play. Came back with a gigantic stuff block and let Team Pineapple know about it. 3-2 Chicago. Here's Kraft. These were great service rotations for Chicago in set 1. Beautifully shot in there to the middle by Fiducia, but a net violation committed by Chicago on the block. Pineapple takes the side out and levels it at 3. And I noticed something there in Pineapple's reception pattern. Kraft's serving was really trying to target Tony Price in the first set, but Dryden right there showed like he was going to step over in front of them, then came back to the middle back position. That's where Kraft ended up serving. So some kind of mind games there. Transition opportunity here. Price off the edge of the block and out of bounds. Indiana takes the lead off a really smart swing by Tony Price. Challenging the outside hand of the block down the line. And Ratty now serving at 4-3. Shields on the right side, dug by Ratty, but right on the net and hit out of bounds by Kyle Overby, just barely too far behind him to snap that ball onto the end line. Big point on serve there for Indiana, 5 serving 3. Easy cut short serve handled by Jositis. Poindexter out of the middle, a diving Ratty touches it but can't keep it here onto court 20 before it sprays onto one of our juniors' courts nearby. Chicago achieves the side out. Really quick tempo ball to Price on the left side, and he finds some space down the line and scores with ease. That is about as fast of an outside set as you will see anywhere in the world. Six serving 4, Orion, the middle blocker, going with the float serve this time, working on Kraft. Ooh, connection not there, tapped over by Dabrowski, out of system swing coming here from Price. Dug pretty easily by Jositis. Overby in transition, rejected by Gebert. What a dive to the inside by number 8 in green. Nice, smart read by the young Team Pineapple opposite, jumping to the inside to take the cross court away from Overby. 7 serving 4 now. Good repeat set there to Overby, and he hammers it down the line. Makes no doubt about that one. Love the repeat set by Thomas, going right back to a hitter after he's been blocked or made an error, keeping his confidence high. A trait of Loy Ball that's very noteworthy throughout his career. Good rip there by Shields, right on the net. Dabrowski starts the free ball offense. Kraft out of the back row. Oh my goodness. Oh man, that is absolutely textbook. Back row quick or Bick combination. Just gorgeous. Absolutely love that set choice from Thomas, and Chicago back within one. Good serve there from Shields. Fiducia fires it into the middle to Harpenow, who hits it into the top tape and out of bounds. So we are tied up at 7 after the slightly missed connection. That's all from the serve of Griffin Shields applying enough pressure. Gebert serving here for Team Pineapple after the Chicago service error. Rotation 4 receive. Thomas, a very physical front court setter despite only being about 6'1". He's had some success throwing the ball down on 2 this weekend. Won't get a chance to there as Gebert buries that one in the middle of the net. So these two teams, as well as they know each other and as long as they've been playing against one another back in many leagues past, back to the PVL, even before that, now they are the only 2 teams in the VLA Tier 1 Central Division, and whichever one of them finishes with the better point standings after all the matches this season will go immediately to the Tier 1 championships. Good run there for Pineapple out of the pipe to Ratty. Kraft, the late blocker, can't deflect it back into the court. So Indiana retakes the lead at 9-8. But this weekend will go a long way in determining those season standings. If Chicago is able to go undefeated on the weekend, it would take a incredible rest of the season for Pineapple to even have a chance at winning this division. That ball just barely out of bounds by Price. Here's Dabrowski, the middle blocker out of George Mason. Gebert crushed cross court out of the back row, and Overby couldn't quite handle it. If Team Pineapple can develop some really elite, like true top level in Tier 1 out of system scoring firepower, they can be easily a top team in the league, like instantaneously. But Chicago is so good at that, and they're so good at slowing down like ever so slightly less than superior attacks. But they're just in transition offense immediately, and you've got to be truly a world-class attacker to be able to stop them. Nice reaction there from Overby, but a center line violation committed by Chicago. One of their guys stepped on the line, or stepped over the center line fully before the ball was down, so Indiana's going to keep that point. Just to finish that thought, Team Pineapple, very talented pins, great ball controllers, but if they can develop 1 or 2 to be able to score really out of system, that is an absolute bomb out of the pipe with no center line violations. Good repeat set there by Thomas. Thomas from the service line, trailing by 1. Icemen with a very good start to this set. Good start to this set, but Indiana's played significantly better in terms of their ability to score on serve. Good rip there by Thomas, handled pretty well by Price. Back row to Gebert. Just barely out of bounds long of the end line in deep position 6, and we are tied. Thomas again, and Indiana does not want to let him get going from the service line. Ace serve right on cue. Incredible. I mean, it's not hard exactly to call a Sunil Thomas service ace because you can just guess that it's going to happen every time, and he makes you look pretty smart about half the time. But again, Pineapple does not want to let this guy get going. They really want to get him off the service line as fast as possible. And now faster than even a Sunil Thomas serve. They're down by one when they were up by one, what seems like seconds ago. Back to tied at 12 on the service error, but yeah, Thomas, no worries about that. He got one on serve, then ripped an ace, then missed one. That is a trip that you'll take to the line every time. Now we're tied up at 12 with Fiducia, the Indiana setter. Fiducia is Chicago native, by the way, knows these guys really well. Good serve there, taking Kraft out of the offense. Shields through the block somehow of Gebert and down. Lucky break there for Chicago. That looked like a pretty good three-man block for Indiana. Kraft now back to serve. A very good rotation for Chicago as he's been working on this 5-to-5 floater on Tony Price. Let's see if Dryden plays those mind games with him again. He does, going at Dryden. Gebert somehow, and absolutely destroying the camera, but it was a very good swing to get there. All right, camera's fixed. Back to the match. It sounded like I missed a stuff block that happened. That is a hitting error by Evan Gebert, except that it was touched by the block on its way out of bounds. So let me adjust the scoreboard for you guys. (15-14) Icemen, the correct score. (14) serving 15 Indiana. Not a good pass by Overby. He'll get this ball out of system on the left side. And that is an absolutely world-class swing from number 4 in white, Kyle Overby, atoning for kind of a set-me ball, the classic outside hitter, like off the net to the left side of court ball that the setter can only give back to him. But he gets up high and hits it deep over the block to the deep corner position 5. That's absolutely a tremendous swing. Great play. Ace serve, Griffin Shields. Right into the seam, absolutely perfectly located into the so-called corridor of uncertainty right between the two passers. Coined by my colleague, the great Clayton Lucas. 17-14 Chicago. Going at the same spot. Good move there by Price to pass that ball, and crushed out of the middle by Matt Harpenow. That is such a good adjustment by Tony Price. Step into the right, hand passing that ball right on the money. (15) serving 17. Gebert with some work to do, otherwise Team Pineapple might be looking at a 2-0 deficit. Good serve there, handled off the net by Kraft. This will be Shields out of system. Over the top of the block. Not touched, no touch called, and missed just out of bounds. Close one. Chicago wanted the touch call there, and that is not a bad swing by any means. In fact, I think it's outstanding. Just centimeters away from both the court and the fingertips. Indiana back within 1. Good serving there from Gebert. Ace serve! What a perfect ball. Oh my goodness, absolutely beautiful. Cut right to the sideline in position 1. And Evan Gebert, the son of his coach LJ, has tied this thing up at 17 all. Can he do it again? Working on Overby that time. Overpassed. Wow, somehow dug by Jositis. Somehow dug by Kraft on the second overpass. Fiducia really quick to Price. Beautiful block touch to slow it down. Shields out of the back row. That ball's still alive. Unbelievable. Overby explodes down the line. Play of the match so far right there. 2 unbelievable digs by Chicago on consecutive overpasses and a heck of a scramble by Team Pineapple in their own right. But Overby with an absolute bomb down the line ends it. That was just tremendous. 18-17. I think everybody could use a breather after that play. Overby back to the line after that absolute bomb. Good pass there from Price off a tough serve. Gebert out of the back row. Sharp cross court off the tape and just out of bounds wide of the sideline. Timeout Team Pineapple, and I think that's a really smart timeout. A decent chance, just barely missed out of bounds, and at this stage in the set, especially down 1, you got to make very, very sure you can keep your close contact with this Chicago Icemen lead. 19-17, Chicago leads here in the second. I want to take this moment to shout out all of our sponsors. Novice Clothing Company, we already talked about. I mean, just look at how good these teams look. Check out Instagram for our legendary photographer, Todd J, and all the work he's been doing, getting some of these guys in their new threads. They look incredible. So shout outs to Novice, shout outs to Mikasa, our official volleyball supplier. Stat Together, our statistics platform. Todd J Photography, like I said, for capturing the still images of this incredible event, and to the MLK Challenge here in Fort Wayne for having us. This has been a blast of a weekend. (19-17) Chicago out of the timeout. Indiana has to side out this ball. Kraft absolutely thrown to the floor on the overpass. And a beautiful serve by Overby. Just too much for Ratty to handle. A big-time insurance point out of that timeout, 20-17. Overby again. Good rip there, but somehow hand pass by Price. Sharp cross court. Inside, a pretty good-looking double block, and he finds some space. That's an awesome individual play by Tony Price to keep his team within striking distance. Serving 20. Good rip there from Price, but a good move by Jositis. Kraft tipped over the top of the blocks, sent back by Ratty. Kraft again, blocked by Fiducia, but out of bounds. And the tempo of that set from Sunil Thomas to Kraft on the left side, even in transition, is lightning fast. 21-18 Chicago, a score that many teams simulated in practice, finishing 21-18 leads and coming back from 18-21 deficits. Good high contact point there from Ratty, beats the one blocker cross court. But now the question for Pineapple is, how are they going to score points on their serve? Easy serve there from Harpin out of Overby. Quick ball again to Kraft. Sharp cross court off the defense. And another beautiful piece of offense there from Chicago. closing in on a 2-0 lead in this match. And look who is at the service line. None other than Sunil Thomas, and a smart timeout from Team Pineapple to see, or at least talk over the plan for siding this ball out and maybe cool Thomas down just a little bit. 22-19, Coach LJ and Team Pineapple doing anything they can to avoid going down 2-0. We'll see what happens at the end of the second in just a minute. Thomas with a massive opportunity right here to really put this set away. Really bringing the heat on Ratty. Fiducia can run it down. Ratty off the block and somehow out of bounds. I have no idea how he got that deflection off the right arm of Griffin Shields. But whatever the reason, Pineapple is thankful for it. This set is not over yet. Good short float serve there from Fiducia. One-handed flick to the outside. Mishandled by Dryden. This has to come over. Oh, wow. Actually, surprisingly good reset there. Now Gebert can have a swing. Off the hands of Poindexter and out of bounds. And Indiana back within one. Kind of a sloppy play there. But Indiana will take it however they can get it. And now this is very far from over. Chicago trapped in rotation one just a little bit. I'd be shocked if this next ball doesn't go to Will Kraft on the right side. Good short float serve again. Poindexter in the middle is roofed. That's the second contact. That is 4 contacts. Yes, absolutely brilliant block there by Connor Orion off the head of Poindexter. Then Jositis, Overby, and Shields was the 4th contact, and Indiana ties it up. What a block by Connor Orion. I thought for sure that ball was going back, but Connor knew better than I do. 22 all. Shields, sharp cross court. What a dig by Dryden. Poindexter again, this time right in between Orion's arms for a very important Chicago point, but now this set is absolutely anyone's game. Good rotation here. Kraft has been going at Dryden in this set. We'll see if he gets it all the way out to the position 5 sideline to Price. A little bit of traffic over there for Indiana as well. No, this time down the line at Ratty. Ratty, sharp cross court on the right side, and that was absolutely perfectly done. Perfectly done by number 13 in green. Good pass, stepping out to the sideline, then available to swing. Makes it look easy, 23 all. Shields, high on the right side, beautiful dig by Ratty. Price rolled over the top, and Kraft can't quite make the defensive play. What an awesome choice by Tony Price. And Will Kraft a little slow to get up after diving to make that play. I know he's been dealing with a finger issue. Maybe that might have been the problem on that play. I think we'll definitely have a timeout here to make sure Kraft is okay to continue. We may have a substitution after that. We will see. But 24-23 Indiana will be the score out of this timeout. They've come all the way back in the late stages of the second set, and they have a set point of their own. That's a really impressive turnaround from Coach Gebert's squad. Kraft just looking for some tape, so I think it is the hand or the fingers that he's dealing with after diving to try and make that play. So it looks like Kraft is going to stay in the match for Chicago, dealing with an issue with that right hand. He's got his right index and middle fingers taped together. And in addition to those issues, he's dealing with an Indiana set point. Ratty, smart serve to go right after him. Really good pass, though, by Kraft. Overby is rejected. Connor Orion has sealed the set for Team Pineapple after 2 late, incredibly clutch blocks. And we are all tied up at 1 apiece. I cannot believe that turnaround that Team Pineapple has just pulled off. 25-23, they steal the second set from Chicago. And we are all tied up at 1 in this last match of the weekend. What a turnaround from Indiana. And I know it's a little early to say that their season's on the line, but in terms of their chances to win the division, it feels like it kind of is. Nice battle we have here in match number 6 on the weekend. We'll be right back in a few minutes. It's set number 3. Stick around. This match is awesome, you guys. Rob here. Thanks for watching again. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, yada yada, all that normal stuff. Help us promote the VLA. Help us watch a great match. I just love what I'm watching right now. It's so much fun to see this in person. Like, get these guys back into the gym after a 6-month or so off season and see what they're bringing already. And it's only going to get, the level's only going to get higher throughout this year. Great work by Pineapple with the mental strength to come back in that second set. I'm serious when I get the feel that their season, at least in terms of having a chance to ever overtake Chicago in the division, their season feels like it's on the line right here, especially after losing to Sweed earlier. They need this match, and as thin as they are, I think they kind of get that feeling. I mean, Coach Lauren Giebert, one of the best of all time, and understanding high-level volleyball and instilling that confidence in them. So let's see what these two teams can do. See how Kraft's hand is doing, if he's healthy enough. See if Indiana's able to continue to hang in there defensively and grab a couple clutch blocks. This is some really fun, high-level stuff between these two classical rivals. First serve for set 3 coming right up in just a minute. Thank you guys very much for watching. Fiducia serving for Team Pineapple on the near side of your screen to start set 3. His team's got to take a lot of confidence from what they were just able to do in that second set. Kraft absolutely detonates down the line and answers some questions about if that hand is healthy. That looked like pretty good hand contact to me. Ratty just can't believe that ball made it through his hands. I think it went right between his arms if I saw it correctly live. Thomas serving for Chicago. Good cut there, well read by Price. Wow, fired in there quick to Orion out of the middle. That is a really good set by Pasquale Fiducia. Beautiful, from a little bit off the net too. That's absolutely brilliant high-level setting, getting your middles involved from situations that the other team won't always expect. Good block touch there by Orion again, holding his own that matchup really well. Good dig by Ratty as well. Price dug by Overby, but right on the net and absolutely blasted by Connor Orion, who has been awesome in the last set and a half. Those two late blocks, one on Poindexter, one on Overby to win the second set. And a really good block touch right there that really swung that point in Team Pineapple's favor. 2 serving 1, Orion with his impact all over this match from the middle blocker spot. What a set by Sunil Thomas, but dug by Dryden on the left side. Shields again, dug by Ratty, but unfortunately out of bounds just by the pull, the net pull on the left side of your screen by the benches. Good defensive effort, but couldn't quite control it. So the Icemen are out of rotation 1. Ratty and Orion talking about their blocking hand positioning to take away the right spaces as Kraft goes back to serve for the Icemen. Bump set out to Gebert and a really good high swing off the block of Poindexter and out of bounds. Very nice out of system offense off the platform set. Evan Gebert bangs it off the high part of the block. Just because he's 6'3", or just because he usually plays outside hitter for Team Pineapple does not mean he can't play on the right. He played almost his entire collegiate career there at a very good NAIA program at Lourdes University in Ohio. Spinning pass there by Overby. He'll get this ball on the left side through a seam in the block. And Ratty can't quite pick the ball up defensively. Good vision there from Overby, and Matt Harpenow unable to close that seam in the Indiana block, tied up at 3. Poindexter float serve working on Price, overpassed and thrown to the floor by Griffin Shields. Price has shown a little bit of weakness in float service reception in this match, and Chicago is going right after him. Brandon Poindexter's serving this weekend has looked really good. Not a thing that he's known for, but he's hitting these good deep float serves that create some indecision. That's a good one there as well, but handled much better by Price. Gebert slipped on his approach, had to send over a free ball. Shields on the right side. Cross court detonates against the one-on-one. Unlucky there for Gebert as he slipped on his approach on the way in. The Icemen said, "Thank you very much," and took the point on the free ball. It was Shields one-on-one on the right side. Poindexter again. That ball barely out of bounds, but if Chicago's getting service runs from even big Brandon Poindexter, they are in a very good spot as a team. Here's Gebert, whose serving heroics had a lot to do with Indiana coming back and winning that second set. Let's see where he goes at here. Rotation 3 receive for Chicago. Overby, the front row outside hitter in position 5. Down the line on Jositis, handled really well. Shields absolutely destroyed down the line off of Dryden and out of play. And I heard Dryden tell Tony Price after that previous play to take Shields' cross away, leave the line open for him to try and dig. And Shields said, "Challenge accepted." Dryden couldn't handle that one. Tough pass there by Ratty. Fiducia runs it down. Gebert can have a swing at it, and that hits the net outside the antenna and is immediately out of bounds. Point Chicago. I like Gebert taking a rip at that. That all started from a very good serve from Griffin Shields. That's a perfect pass from Ratty. Harpenow out of the middle, the connection not quite there. Uncharacteristically so. He misses that short into the net. Maybe that ball not set high enough for the distance separation, not what they were expecting. But a free point to Chicago off a pretty good pass. 8-4. Oh, what a dig by Jositis cross court. Harpenow blocked by Dabrowski, but sent over as a free ball after some pretty good coverage. Dabrowski, what a dig by Dryden again. But Ratty literally crawling on the floor. Can't get there in time to make the second contact. 9-4 Chicago. Both liberos really flashing the leather. Jositis and Dryden having their fingerprints all over that point. 9-4 Chicago. Good start to the third set for them after letting the second slip away. Price down the line into the antenna and immediately out of bounds. That's not a bad swing either, just barely missed. But more points gifted to the Icemen due to errors in this rotation. And I thought it might be time for a timeout for Indiana, and yes, it is. Coach Gebert wants to talk it over. Griffin Shields getting hot from the service line. Good start for Chicago here in the third. We'll be right back after the timeout. Griffin Shields out of the timeout looking to put on even more pressure and make this lead seem even more insurmountable. Good pass by Dryden. Pipe attack to Ratty. What a blast. Wrist away. Beautifully inside the sideline in position 5, and just what the doctor ordered for Team Pineapple out of that timeout. Here's Price for Indiana. See if he can get himself a rhythm from the service line. Rotation 4 receive here for Chicago. Good rip there, handled by Kraft. Overby against 3 blockers, slowed down but covered by Jositis. Over on 2, Thomas kept alive. Ratty over the top of 2 blockers. Overby again, really good dig by Gebert off the block touch. Another diving play by Jositis. Shields off the block and dug by Price. Crazy rally developing here. Thomas to Overby again. Roll shot dug by Ratty, but he's out of the offense. Gebert off the block and out of bounds. And Team Pineapple takes a crazy point. So much back and forth. Defenders flying everywhere. But Evan Gebert gets the block touch off the tape and out of bounds, and Team Pineapple retains their serve. 6 serving 10. Team Pineapple has shown that they've got the comeback DNA in them, which was their hallmark trait in the Volleyball era throughout the 2010s decade when they won everything there was to win. But with this new generation of Indiana players, do they still have that? They showed there in the second set that they might on occasion. Can they do it again? Oh, almost. That serve from Overby barely fails to trickle over the tape. Plenty of time left for Indiana in this set, but a 4-point hole right now with Harpenow at the line. Shields, absolutely perfect. Deep cross court, position one. Out of the back row at that. Great, great swing. Good high level swing. This is part of the difference that you see from Chicago with a very legitimate D-ball offensive presence with Griffin Shields back there compared to really the other teams in this tournament. Neither Pineapple nor Sweed has had a truly threatening option in all 6 rotations on the right side. That is a good rip by Gebert out of that very same spot, though, off the block of Kraft and out of bounds. Pineapple back within 4. Good short float serve there, and it handcuffs Kraft, I believe, and ends up as an ace. Great choice by Fiducia. In this rotation in particular, rotation 6, all the serve receivers are back pretty far. That float serve could be quite effective. It certainly was there. Another short one. Jositis tracks it down this time. Kraft high into the hands. Really good block touch to slow it down. Fiducia to the outside. That ball did not touch the block of Thomas. A little bit too tight for Gebert. Point Chicago. (13-9). Thomas in a dangerous position to score some points on serve. Lights up Ratty. Fiducia just enough space to grab it. And a stuff block by Will Kraft. No, excuse me. That ball down on the Chicago side. I thought for sure that Kraft got his hands over the net for that. But another kill for Kyle Ratty, and he goes back to serve for Indiana. 10-13. A lot of the other volleyball courts are wrapping up here at the MLK Challenge in Fort Wayne. Some courts finishing up, some courts being taken down, and more fans drifting past our court here at the VLA and understandably attracted to what they're seeing on this court. Crushed by Price off the shoulder of Jositis and out of play. That ball is absolutely smoked by Tony Price from the left side. Pineapple back within 3. Good hand pass there from Jositis. Poindexter out of the middle is stuffed straight down by Harpenow. Beautiful commit block there by Matty Ice. Taking the power shot away from Poindexter. And good work here by Pineapple. They're back within 2. There's still plenty of time to play. Overby over the top. Good touch by Gebert to slow it down. He's available here in transition. Rolled and dug by Jositis. Shields down the line into the antenna before it touched the block. Orion continuing with the float serve. Good short one there. Overby on the left. Deep cross court, and he puts it away. Ratty diving, couldn't get there fast enough. Icemen lead back up to 2 at 15-13. Dryden back in for Team Pineapple with a little barrel. Poindexter serving for Chicago, working on Ratty's hands. Gebert into the antenna before it hit the block. Point Chicago. That's a really good block move from Kyle Overby. Gebert thought there was line there, but Overby drifted out to close it without being a tool target. 16-13. Good block touch there from Dabrowski in the middle. Fiducia, Gebert, that is a beautiful play. Speaking of tool targets, there goes Gebert right off the outside hand of Overby. Tipped off the block and out of play. Smart play by number 8 in green. He goes back to serve. Important that Chicago's able to side out this serve quickly. Oh, and they do just barely on the service error. That was extremely close to Chicago's position 5 sideline, but just wide out of bounds. Good rip there from Gebert, 17-14. And all service errors count the same, but not all of them feel the same. Some service errors are much worse than others. That one right there is not a bad service error, in my opinion. Good move by Ratty to pass that ball off the tape. Harpenow crushed cross-body out of the middle off a very good set from Fiducia. Pineapple playing pretty well here lately. Price the next server. Let's see if he goes at Overby down the line. He misses that one short. Tough break. 2 service errors in a row now for Indiana. Not a good pass there by Dryden. Ratty will have an out-of-system swing. Rolled over the top, swatted back by Dabrowski, but covered. Gebert somehow finds some space down the line, and Ratty on the overdig right off the top of the net and to the floor. Big play there for Team Pineapple to get back within 2. Good serving from Matty Ice. Well, rather, we hope to see good serving coming up as Indiana's on a bit of a streak of service errors at the moment. Good one there down the line, handled well by Kraft. Tight ball, Dabrowski blocked but covered. Kraft thrown into the block off the hand of Fiducia and into the antenna. And one tool from Gebert deserves another by Kraft. Smart plays, taking advantage of the block by both those guys the last few points. Dabrowski back to serve, the Chicago middle blocker. Poindexter back to the front row. Good back and forth game we have here in the third, except there, a big time stuff block by Brandon Poindexter. That ball not set high enough for Ratty. And Coach LJ of Team Pineapple asking about how many timeouts he has left. Not a good pass there from Ratty. Gebert out of the back row, somehow puts it away deep cross court. That is huge for Team Pineapple's chances here in this third set. Crucial swing out of system from young number 8 in green, Evan Gebert. Fiducia back to serve. Another good short floater. Kraft passes it, gets up, and Poindexter missed it out of bounds. Not by much, and it looked like all 3 Pineapple blockers were up on that. Oh, a touch is called. Never mind, a touch is not called. Okay, I understand what happened there. Pineapple was asking if any of their guys touched it. Up official thought that Pineapple was admitting to a touch, but that was not the case. So Indiana takes that point, 18 serving 20. Rotation 6 receive again here for Chicago. I expect Thomas to go right back to Poindexter if possible. Not possible here. Kraft cross court dug by Dryden. Ratty over the top, dug easily by Shields. Kraft somehow finds a little bit of space through the Indiana block. And a very important swing for Chicago, back up by 3, 21-18. Now Team Pineapple's going to take a timeout to engineer how they're going to make this comeback, these next couple rotations. Down 18-21, the exact same scenario as the last set. They made this very same comeback in the second to take it 25-23, so we've seen it before. Question is, will we see it again? absolutely huge point right here. Sunil Thomas serving for Chicago, 21-18. Pineapple receiving in rotation 1. They've got to get out of this rotation as fast as they can. Good pass by Ratty. Orion, excuse me, tipped out of the middle and misses the sideline. That ball out of bounds wide. And that is a pretty good look offensively, not taken advantage of. Big insurance point for the Icemen, now 22-18. That is certainly one way to get out of a tough rotation. Now Ratty, the server for Pineapple, with some work to do. Not a good pass there from Kraft. Jositis runs it down. This will be a free ball for Indiana. Where does Fiducia go? Quick tempo ball to Price on the left side, off the block and out of bounds. Now 20 serving 22. This is absolutely anybody's game. I cannot imagine that felt very good on the slightly damaged fingers of Will Kraft to try and block that ball. But he's still in there, passing in position 1 and hitting on the right side in this rotation only. Good short serve there, handled by Jositis. Shields detonates through a seam in the block and restores some order for Chicago. They lead 23-20. Good float serve down the line, working on Ratty. Fiducia. Price jumped way too early. Tried to be rescued by Dryden, but could not do so. And that set point coming up for the Chicago Icemen. A very untimely misconnection offensively for Team Pineapple. And Chicago will have 4 set points coming up after this final Team Pineapple timeout. Kraft serving for the set for Chicago. Indiana rotation 2 receive. They got to side out this ball, and then comes the hard part. And they can't even quite get there as Price tries to bury an extremely cross-court angle. And that is it. 25-20. The Chicago Icemen take the 3rd set, and they are 1 set away from completing the perfect weekend here to kick off the 2022 regular season. Teams will change sides. We will see what sort of answers Indiana has in just a few minutes. Stay tuned. Sure. Hey, Sunil, go over to that camera, grab the ball, and show that camera the ball with the logo on it. That'll be cool for the stream. Check this out. Get a look at the... Yeah, that's awesome. The new Mikasa balls with the VLA logo on them. We're playing this weekend. They look sick. So shout-outs to Mikasa. Set number 4, ladies and gentlemen. Are we going 5 or are we done for the weekend? Let us see. Good pass there from Price. Ratty finds some space down the line off of Shields and out of play. Good start for Indiana. Fiducias has some success serving short. The Icemen passers are ready for it now. Kraft on the right side, inside ball over the block. What a dig by Price. Ratty tips it over the block deep and out of the reach of a diving Overby. Really good choice by Kyle Ratty again. Showing some of that beach volleyball decision making that we see on the AVP Tour all the time in the summers. Good start for Indiana, 2 serving 0. Looking to force a 5th here in match number 6 on the weekend. Shields, sharp cross court, and even a diving Sean Dryden can't make that play. Kraft serving, and the serving versus receiver matchups in this match are really interesting. That when he was going at Price, Dryden stepped in front of him to try and take it, but both of them realized at the last second that it was going out of bounds, so point for Indiana. That is just off the block by Overby and out of bounds for a Chicago point inside out to send Brandon Poindexter back to the line. Question, will there be a standings rankings graphic shown following the matches? Yes, we'll put one on Instagram as soon as we can. And by we, I mean me. I will do it myself. So follow us on Instagram at VLA Volleyball. That link is in the description of this video. Good block touch there by Chicago to slow it down. Dabrowski for the tie. What a play by Dryden. But Price just runs out of room by the spectators, and we are tied up at 3. That ball was almost in on the sideline. Brandon can't believe it drifted wide. But Indiana takes the point on the service error. The question really for me here is, does Indiana have enough energy to do this? It was a great effort in the second set to come back and win that one, but now they've got to win 2 more after having already played a match earlier today and having no real bench players. Smart tip there by Dabrowski, even though that might have been out of necessity. That was exactly the perfect place to put that ball. And if I'm Chicago, I'd put my foot on the gas and take advantage of that fatigue that may be setting in for Indiana and win this match with full points. Important with that on the line to win this match in 4. Good shot by Gebert to keep it alive, but an out-of-system opportunity here for Overby. Over the top of the block and just missed it out of bounds. No touch. Not a bad swing at all, but it would have had to have been absolutely perfect, and it wasn't quite that good. Good rip there by Gebert, handled by Jositis off the tape. Thomas wins the joust, but kept alive on the Indiana side. Harpenow somehow right between the hands of Peter Dabrowski and to the floor. Dabrowski can't believe it. When you're in middle, that really is the worst. You jump, you make a good block move, you're in the right spot, and it just goes right between your arms. There's not much you can do about that. 6 serving 4. So if Chicago's able to get this done in this set, win it in 4, they'll walk away from this weekend 4-0 with an almost perfect 11 points in the standings. They only lost 1 because they beat Sweed in 5, taking home 2 points. Pineapple right now with only 3 points, having beaten Sweed in straight sets yesterday, but lost their other 2. So Pineapple wanting to get some points on the board as well, which they will do if they force a 5th set, regardless of that set's outcome. So they've got to win this one. Price at the line, 7-5. Good pass there by Jositis. Shields on the inside set out of the back row. Missed it badly out of bounds. Not good hand contact there, and Shields apologizing for that right away. That's about really the only mistake Griffin Shields has made this entire weekend. He's been outstanding. Good pass there by Kraft off the tape. Shields out of the back row, absolutely crushed off of Dryden and out of play. What a beautiful repeat set that is by Sunil Thomas again. I love that set choice so much. Shields just had an uncharacteristic hitting error out of bounds. Sunil said, no problem. Right back to him, let him fix his previous mistake. Oh, I thought Chicago might close that seam in time to block Ratty, but that was not the case. Point Indiana to continue to lead here by 3, 9 serving 6. We could have a 5th set in our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. Ball may have been going out of bounds. Passed by Overby anyway. Kraft threw a seam in the block into the floor deep in position 6. Let's see if Thomas can be the guy to get his team back into this set. I mean, not like they're out of it, but they do trail by 2. He might do it just there. Yes, ace serve. Ratty runs out of room by the spectator chairs. And Chicago back within 1 right on cue. I think might be able to make an entire highlight reel of me saying, oh man, Sunil might get an ace here. And then he does, sure enough. Hey, Sunil, thanks for making me look good, dude. I keep calling your aces and you keep giving them to us. 8 serving 9. That might be another one. Yes, it is. 2 aces in a row. Sunil Thomas delivers to give Chicago the tie. What a weapon it is to have your setter be able to do that level of damage from the service line. And nobody's happier about it than Tim Faulkner, the Chicago founder, owner, manager, captain, whatever, who, although I love watching him play because he's just a winner and an absolute class act at the center position, he's been looking to take a step back from the regular starting center role, and what a good pickup Sunil Thomas has been. Cuts that one short, unable to be rescued after 2 contacts. That's basically 3 aces in a row for Sunil Thomas. That cut short serve is so vicious, especially when he has the high heat as the other option. The Indiana reception unit has no idea what's coming, and I'm surprised that Coach Cheebert has not called timeout yet to try and figure this out. Overpassed. Jositis, Thomas, Overby out of the back row, slowed down by the tape, but still good enough to score. And there's the Indiana timeout, maybe a point or two too late. A 5-point run for the Chicago Icemen, 1 side out and then 4 straight Sunil Thomas serves. They lead 11-9 here in the 4th, with Pineapple searching for some answers in this rotation. Will we go 5 or will Chicago cap off the perfect weekend? Stick around to find out. What sort of damage can Thomas do out of this timeout? Let's find out. 11 serving 9. Pineapple rotation 6 receive. Giebert into the passing pattern here. Price is being shielded. Goes right at him anyway. What an unbelievable pass by Dryden. But a stuff block for Brandon Poindexter. And that is an unbelievable play for the Chicago Icemen because of how well that ball was passed. That was a dime. That was an absolute dime, and Big Brandon closed the door anyway. 12 serving 9. Gives Thomas another chance at the service line. Let's see what he does with it. Finally, a small mistake into the top tape, but such a great trip to the line. Chicago has completely turned this fourth set around. They lead 12-10. Yeah, Dave in the chat. Brandon's like, I've had enough volleyball this weekend. Me and Peter, the only middles. I'm tired. I want to end this thing. Let's get out of here. Let's go home. Good short serve there. Takes Kraft out of the offense, out of system swing from Shields. Tipped off the block and out of bounds. Another really smart choice by pin hitters from both teams that we've seen in this match. Taking tough situations and wiping balls off the block and out of bounds, turning them into their favor immediately. That's smart, high-level play, and if you're a blocker, you've got to be ready for that. You can't let that outside hand get used. Oh, that ball just barely out of bounds by Kraft. Yeah, it's been a long weekend for all these guys, Vince in the chat. Four best-of-5 matches in 2 days is a lot. That is so much volleyball. But not only is it a great viewing experience to pack all that volleyball into one place, is that ball misconnection there on the Icemen offense, but it forces these teams to bring rosters that can handle playing that much volleyball. There is an advantage to having more bodies, and having more bodies that can come in and contribute. That's part of the model that the VLA is trying to encourage. Get more guys on your rosters, and that is an absolutely perfectly located ace serve by Kyle Ratty right on the sideline in position 5, and Overby just watched it, because even if it was, regardless, in or out, he was not going to touch that ball. Great serve from Kyle Ratty. We're tied at 13. Good pass there by Kraft. Poindexter rattles around the hands. Giebert wins the joust, but Thomas with another opportunity. Overby, another good block touch for Indiana, slows it down. Price resets into the block, very smartly done. Giebert buries it deep cross court. Poindexter for Chicago can't believe it didn't block that ball. That is such smart volleyball from Indiana. Price, in a very out-of-system situation, softly rolled that ball into the top of the block to reset it for his side, where they were immediately able to run Giebert in a good situation, and he scored. Timeout Chicago. Indiana done a nice job taking some momentum back after they got rid of Sunil Thomas at the service line. 14-13 Indiana here in the fourth. Can the Icemen get this thing done in 4, or are we going to a tiebreaker, a true marathon of a weekend? Ratty going with the jump spinner this time, been the floater most of the weekend, using everything left in the tank. That ball absolutely blasted by Kyle Overby through a significant seam in the block. 14 all. Passers way up in the court for Team Pineapple to hand pass this Poindexter serve. Tries to drop it in over the top of him and almost does. Wow, that ball was not out of bounds by much. I really like that strategy. Poindexter with a nice knuckly float serve that is not always as long as it looks. Trying to tag that end line over the passers' heads, but missed that time. Good, not a good pass there from Overby. This will have to be a free ball. Where does Fiducia go? Quick ball to Price on the outside. Through a seam in the block and no touch on its way out of bounds. Now it's Shields' turn. What can he do to break this tie? Ratty out of the pipe. Good move by Dabrowski. Pancake play made by Jositis. Shields dug by Fiducia. That ball was going in and played by Jositis again. What a block and what a cover. A diving Kraft makes the pancake play but couldn't be saved. Matt Harpenow. What a clutch press block by number 17 in green. Terrific block for Indiana there and a big one. 16-15, the Indiana lead after a pretty crazy rally. Ball may have been going out of bounds. Played by Kraft. Overby here out of system. Over the top of the block. Gebert makes the defensive play. Ratty out of the back row is never going to be able to make that over the net and keep his feet behind the line. 16 all. It was an incredible dig by Evan Gebert. Overby's like, what do I got to do to buy a kill around here? Let's see what he can do from the service line. 16 all. Just barely out of bounds long on that jump serve. So teams trading side outs, sometimes trading service errors, but somebody's going to have to create some separation here. We're getting to the fun stuff here in the fourth set. That ball may have been going out of bounds, but Jositis dimes it anyway. Shields through the block of Ratty and down out of the back row. Such a good set by Thomas. Practically no block up to slow that down. Even though Ratty touched it, that was never going to be a very productive touch. And how good is Peter Jositis, man? That ball screamed out of bounds by his whole teammates. He's like, you know what, I'm going to spin 360 degrees and pass this on a dime anyway. Gebert rolled out of the back row, and a really smart choice with no libero on the floor for Chicago in that rotation. It looks to me like Gebert and this entire Indiana team is really running out of gas. Are they going to have the stamina to push this to 5? Good pass there by Overby. Poindexter high off the hands of the block and way out of play to tie it up at 18. Great passing. Outstanding service reception there from Overby. If you dime a pass, you deserve credit, and I'll be the first one to give it to you. 18-18. Look whose turn it is at the service line. A crucial moment in this match, in this weekend, and I dare say, in this season. How quickly can Team Pineapple get out of this rotation? Thomas handled well by Ratty, right on the net and jammed to the floor by Griffin Shields. Sunil Thomas has come through again and forced the overpass to give Chicago a 19-18 lead. Just a towering throwdown from Griffin Shields with two hands at the net, but that was all service pressure right there. I can't believe Dryden passed that ball. That was absolutely amazing service reception. Sean Dryden, the Indiana libero, he's screaming, I want it. I want to push this thing to 5. I want to make that play. That is the pass of the tournament right there. Off an incredibly difficult serve. That was an absolute dime. Unbelievable ball by Dryden, and we're tied up at 19. Incredible. Shields mercilessly detonates on the left side. (20-19). Great passing from Jositis. Both of these liberos are awesome. So much fun to watch these guys. 2019. Here's Kraft. Oh, Dryden makes another play, but it's back to the Chicago side. Kraft out of the back row. Almost decapitates Fiducia on its way out of bounds. Off either the shoulder or maybe gave him a little haircut or something. That was a really quick ball, and Kraft accelerated and detonated out of the back row. 21-19 Icemen. Great serve there from Kraft. Forced the overpass. Huge play there for Chicago to get 2 points clear, and Indiana needs a timeout. Just incredible stuff here late in the fourth. 21-19 Icemen. Loy Ball, I'm just now noticing, is back on the bench for his team, Pineapple. Be very curious to hear what his thoughts are about his team's performance right now. I think, really, all things considered, they're hanging in there extremely well with such a thin roster and having played so much volleyball this weekend. (21-19). Rotation one receive here for Indiana. Gebert on the left, Ratty on the right. Pretty well handled there by Dryden. Ratty on the right side. Down the line, off the block, touched by block and defense. And Ratty registers a very important kill for Indiana's hopes to take this match to 5. Chicago needs 4 side outs. They lead effectively by 1.5 points with the advantage of receiving serve. 20 serving 21. Ratty has been going with the jump spinner lately. There it is again, handled easily by Jositis. Shields crushed cross court, and Fiducia couldn't handle the heat. Griffin Shields has been awesome this weekend, just an absolute machine on that right side. And now, here comes Tim Faulkner, backup setter, founder and owner of the franchise, to serve and play some defense for Brandon Poindexter. Very clutch moment here for Faulkner. Let's see what he can do, and more specifically, who he goes after. A very intelligent and well-located float server. Good hand pass there by Dryden. Orion on the back one. What a run by Fiducia off a very good pass. Chicago will undo the service sub, and Indiana still very much alive. Floater coming here from Orion. Good pass by Overby. Shields again on the right side, slowed down by Harpenau. Fiducia makes the play. Price, dug by Kraft. Shields in transition, misses it short. Might have overrun that ball just a little bit. Into the top tape, not touched by the block, and we are tied up at 22. Wow, what a battle we have here in the last match of the weekend. I thought Thomas might go to Kraft on the bick and transition there. Let's see where he goes here. Overby, over the top of the block. Crushed into the chest of Orion. Huge play for Kyle Overby. The fact that he has still has the stamina to hit over the top of a very good-looking block like that is crazy to me. 23-22. Icemen need a point on serve somewhere, otherwise we're going to extras. Here's Shields. Handled very nicely by Ratty. What a block by Peter Dabrowski. Oh my goodness. Out of absolutely nowhere. Oh man, it looked like Ratty had a completely free net to swing at. But number 14 in white had other plans. What an important block to bring up match points for Chicago. Indiana, a much needed timeout here coming up. How important will that block be in the perspective of this entire weekend and maybe even this season? If Chicago ends up going undefeated and wins this match, undefeated on the weekend and wins this match, I'm really not sure they can be caught in the Central Division. And that block right there from Peter Dabrowski, the longtime Iceman, has so much to do with it. Shields with the honors, 24-22, serving for the match out of the timeout. But now the Icemen have the ultimate luxury of having an additional point of cushion. Fiducia and Team Pineapple need this point out of rotation 3. Good pass by Ratty. Price is roofed by Thomas. Sunil Thomas with the match-sealing stuff block. And the Chicago Icemen are perfect on the weekend in emphatic fashion. They have defeated Indiana's Team Pineapple 3-1 in an amazing match. And the defending champions, still with significant targets on their backs, come to Fort Wayne and emerge perfect. What a finish between these two teams. The Chicago Icemen 4-0. Great effort from a very thin and surely exhausted Team Pineapple squad. I just can't wait to look at all the video from this weekend, break everything down, but the celebration is on for Chicago. I'm going to go grab one of the guys to interview, and that will be it for this incredible weekend of volleyball from Fort Wayne. Thank you guys so much for watching all these unbelievable matches. What a finish. What a finish that was. Both these teams will be back. I believe their next action will be the Central Division Cup in Chicagoland in early March. Check out the website for that details. The next VLA matches anywhere will be the West Division Cup in 2 weeks. From Seal Beach, California in Orange County, the West Division Cup will take place. And that will be very, very fun. Nice photo of the undefeated champions there for Chicago. And I want to hear some of the thoughts from some of the guys, so I'll go get some interviews. Stick around for those. But other than that, we will see you 2 weeks. See you 2 weeks from now in California. Thanks so much for watching. Hey, I'm still on this stream, on this camera, so leave us a little space here, boys and girls. No, you guys are good on the Mikasa there. A lot of traffic.
Get me out of here.
Dude.
I ain't built for the camera.
Well, you're built for stuff blocking balls on match point, it turns out.
I guess so. Even I think like Peter likes to says, every once in a while a blind squirrel likes to find a nut.
I love that saying. And right before that, Dabrowski came out of nowhere and blocked that pipe ball out of nowhere. That might have been like a season-defining play. Dude, that was such a battle. It was such a grind. Team Pineapple, I'm sure, is gassed. I'm sure you guys are gassed. You guys left everything in the tank you had out there, and you walk away with full points. What does that feel like for your guys?
No, that's huge. That's huge. I think the biggest thing with this last match is we knew that both teams were exhausted, but we just focused on ourselves, and we just kind of dug deep. And that's huge. Going to come down the line because those barn burns are going to go 5 sets, extended points. So it's nice to know that we can do that. So that's huge.
What a weekend undefeated. It's you can't ask for really much more than that. Your serving made such a difference in this match. Oh, it did. It made my job easy because I could just say I wonder if Sunil's going to rip an ace on this play, and then more often than not, you did. Tell me about what goes through your head when you go back to serve, because you had some success cutting them short as well. Mm-hmm. So do you predetermine what if you're going to hit it hard or cut, and then if you're going to hit it hard, do you have a target or just trying to hit your best serve?
Yeah, I got to shout out Coach Hansen from the Ohio State University on this one. And when you're back there, you just got to let it rip. Find a good toss, lead yourself, and then just go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah. I try to obviously not serve the libero, but sometimes it just happens, and we just kind of expect for the best. But on the cutties, the only reason why I did a cutty is because I did a blocking or a passing sub, and I knew you just gotta get them moving. So just wanted to do that.
It was perfect. Yeah, I love talking about green light servers and guys who keep the ball in play. And your team has a really good mix of service variety. Yeah. Kraft had a lot of success float serving as well. How important do you think that is, with serving being the first line of your defense to keep them kind of guessing what kind of ball they're going to see on first contact?
No, it's huge. I mean, obviously it goes back to whoever wins the serve and pass game is most likely going to win the game, right? Or win the match. So if we can get them out of system with how fast offenses run nowadays, we don't want them to be in system. So anytime they can be out of system, we can get 2-3 blocks maybe, and then makes the back row's job a lot easier too. So.
Dude, congratulations on an unbelievable weekend. I know it was a lot of volleyball. I'm tired, you're tired, but I had a blast watching it all. We'll see you guys in March at the Central Cup in Chicago. I can't wait for that.
Sir, appreciate it, Rob, and thank you guys, everyone who's watching. Appreciate the support. All right.
Great job,
Let's
bud.
get it. Let's get it.
Awesome weekend of volleyball, ladies and gentlemen. That is it here from Fort Wayne. We will be back in 2 weeks from Southern California. These teams will next be in action in Chicago in early March. A lot more VLA action coming this season. This is only the beginning. So check out the website for more detail, the Instagram, all sorts of content coming from this weekend, and then previewing the big SoCal weekend in a couple weeks. My name is Rob St. Clair. You guys are awesome for watching all this volleyball, and we will see you next time. Thanks.
Stay frosty.